the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune and lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum, echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear, the pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer.
Well, hello to you, and you. Welcome into another edition of Brainley's Virtual Tour Live. Glad to have all of you here. Yes, indeed, we are live on tour. Yes, indeed. So, got done watching the first episode of Big Girls Wanted, Escaping Paradise. And y'all, this is episode 1, you know what I mean? But I have a feeling that it is going to get crazier before we find out the end of what this is going to be. But before that, though, a couple of things, just a couple of things. Wanted to bring you all Francesca Amaker's statement, because she, as we've been watching the big ticket situation, so I'm gonna bring you her response, and then there is something happening in Washington D.C. right from the base right here, right now. So I'm gonna bring that to you live. Okay, so let me get all this together here, because we respond to what's happening in the culture of the culture and by the culture in real time. So just know that. As soon as this loads up here, come on now. Come on. There we go. Okay. So let's get to it, because higher is weighing, low is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. Yes, indeed, we do. Let me take out this iconic intro here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And then there is, hang on. Oh God. Hang on. Shout out to the 8 people that were here. And then there is, hang on. Hey everybody, welcome in. Glad to have all of you here. So let me show you what Francesca Amaker had to say first, right here.
This week has been the most challenging moment of my personal and my professional life. Throughout my 16-year career, I've worked tirelessly to build a reputation that is rooted in professionalism, integrity, and respect. And despite these last few days, those values remain unchanged for me. I would like to reiterate that I have never, nor will I ever, have an affair with anyone in a relationship or marriage. My mother and father, who are listening right now in Ellenwood, have been married for 42 years, and I will always value such a bond. Mom and Dad, thank you for showing me that. As difficult as this experience has been on myself and my reputation, it's been difficult also on my family and my friends, my community, and those who look up to me. just know that I feel more empowered than ever. And, this past week, it just reminded me that faith, resilience, and character, that's what matters most. That's the statement that I need. And that anyone who's listening to this, your worth is never defined by public opinion. I am so grateful for the incredible support of my family. Shout out to the Emmekers. Thank you for standing by me. My friends, my colleagues at V103, and everyone who stood by me and reached out online, on my phone, via text. I saw everything. And I do mean everything. This moment does not define me. I'm moving forward with faith, grace, gratitude even. And you know what? Even excitement for what lies ahead for me. Because as my father always says, the best is yet to come. So as Tigger even mentioned, I'm just so appreciative to my community, my hometown of Atlanta, for standing up for me, sticking up for me, and standing by my side. That comment section was evil, but I kept those DMs open and received the most kindness I've ever received in my life. And I'm so thankful to those who reached out with kindness and believed me. Thank you.
So that is Francesca Amacora's response. By the way, shout out to the 15 people that were here, some people here now. And, I think that response actually relates to escaping Pearadise, right? Because Stefan Willoughby is a white man from Berlin, Germany, who has always had a fascination with plus-size women and curvaceous women and BBWs and super size or super beautiful or super size BBWs, right? And yes, shout out to Brazil as well. And as we get into this, I'm just going to let you know, as I am giving it to you, it was just that raw. The director did a wonderful job of allowing the story to breathe. It wasn't about the spectacle, but it was about the humanity of it. And speaking of humanity, there are some people that don't like Stefan Willoughby, just like people don't like this guy, and his name is being removed from the Kennedy Center. So I just want to bring that to you. That's happening live in Washington, D.C. Now, with that being said, let's get to our review here. So we start off with this first episode, right? I took my very thorough notes. So we start off with photojournalist Emily Kask, and she says that there is a way the world treats fat women, and she has been plus size all her life, since 8 years old. And this guy, Stefan Willoughby, said, if you can fit in these, I want you in my pool, right? And it was a plus size Disney World. And if you know about Disney World and capitalism and being a Disney adult and how people are going into debt to go to Disney, then I think you get the metaphor that Disney World is your heart's desire. Disney World recognizes your childhood. Disney World is all about meeting you right where you are. And so Emily Kask wanted to document Pearadise plus experience it. And there's a woman named Ivy that she said when it was good was fucking great. There was another woman that said, but you're giving up a lot to be a part of the sisterhood. And it was advertised as a safe space, but it never was. And this woman named Savvy says that Stefan loved to watch big girls eat. There's a woman named Sabrina that says at 500 pounds, you're still not fat enough for him, right? And Ivy says that he's easing you into his fetish. And Rosie is saying he's selling a fancy step. Steven is selling a fancy rather, but they don't tell you about the price that you'll pay. Now, that was just the opening scene of the first episode, and I was like, oh my God. Everything is not what it seems, right? So Emily Kask, the photojournalist, craves intimacy in her photos, right? She is based in New Orleans, but she's worked for the Wall Street Journal, the New York Post, New York Times rather, and many more publications. She's a photojournalist, and you know, in the year 2020, Paradise was live on TikTok, right? And Stephen or Stefan um, came up with Paradise because there are different shapes of BBWs. Give me a moment. Because we are very real over here. Um, okay. So as you can see, okay, there we go. So as you can see here, these are the different types, right? So you have triangle right here. You have a apple shape. You have a hourglass figure. You have a pear shape, and then you have a rectangle, right? So those are all the shapes, right? So this is a pear here, and you know when I got done watching part one of this, right? I was y'all can't even see. I'm so sorry. My bad. My bad. So like I said, this is a triangle here, right? This is a triangle. This is a apple. This is an hourglass shape. This is a pear shape, and this is a rectangle, right? So he likes pear shaped. I like pear shaped too, but I also like hourglass. Okay, so just keep it a buck. But all these sizes are beautiful in their own right, their own way, their own fashion. And like I was saying, when I got done with part one of Big Girls Wanted Escape in Paradise, I prayed to God. I'm like, God, decrease me as you increase me. Um, I am not a plus size woman, as y'all can see. I am a plus size lover, though, right? And I am an ally. Um, and I was praying to God because I think this series goes to showcase that just because it is a issue that may not be spoken about in the mainstream doesn't mean it doesn't need to be spoken about at all, right? So that is that there. So that's how he came up with pear. There is a shape. There are different shapes of BBWs or different figures that BBW can have, and pear is one of them. And then he lives in Paradise, Nevada. So that's how Steven or Stefan came up with Paradise, right? So after that, Emily was very skinny, so she was a part of the superhero chick era. She felt shamed, and she was on TikTok, and she got to see all these plus size influencers, and she and other women got to see who they wanted to be. And Tess Holiday, who is a legend in the world of plus size modeling, was a part of the first episode, right? So then we get introduced to Dr. Chris Dongi. So I will be mentioning him as Dr. Chris because he appears several times. So I didn't want to keep writing Dr. Chris Dongi, but what he gives in this series is very important. So finding community is self-esteem building, and Stefan, responded to Emily, and so Emily Kasich went to Las Vegas. May 21st, 2021, and she wanted to stay a month, and she wanted to get in the New York Times, right? And she was like, this one woman, I believe it was Emily or someone else, but she was 10 minutes away from the house. And I believe it was Emily, though. And when Emily got out of the house, she was a little shocked that she wasn't the only fat girl. But she also was embracing, like, oh my God, I'm not feeling alone anymore. And so there's this woman named Cass, beautiful woman named Cass. And Cass and Stephen or Stefan are committed, are not just committed, but they're in committed relationship. And Cass loves Stefan. And Cass said that, the brunette loves the blonde, right? So as you guys know, sexuality is fluid, right? So there are women who are bi, there are women who are lesbian, there are men who are gay, right? So LGBTQIA plus community. And so Emily has never been told that she's been loved in that capacity before. And with this docu-series, right? First of all, to hear right from somebody that they've never been loved before, it's very sad, right? Remember some of my mom said to me and my sister of, there are people out here who don't receive love, like, and that they come, to where, wherever we work, that might be the only time they get any interaction. That might be the only time they ever get any respect. That might be the only time that they get any compassion. And as I started growing up in the world, I was like, "Oh my Lord Jesus, okay, that is heavy." And I felt that heaviness, right? So, to anyone who is struggling emotionally, mentally, or in any other capacity, you're not alone. There is help out there, and you are somebody. I always say at the end of every show, nobody else told you that. Well, I always know what you do what you don't, never say what. But if nobody's proud of you, be proud of your damn self. I always say that to you because I don't know the issues you're going through. But I do know you're still here. Somehow you found your way to me. And maybe you need to hear something positive to get you through the day. That's why I do the positive news story at the end of the daily, I'm sorry. That's why I do a positive news story at the end of the morning edition of our show, and then that's why I do the Daily Mo Bear at the end of our evening editions, because I believe after we spend time together, you deserve to go to bed with something good. Emizi Menzi says it's our own utopia, and Christia Strope says we are the bi positive community, and she is a supersized, big, beautiful woman, and Stefan cannot get rid of her. She has felt at home, and the interesting thing that we're going to see here is it is split. There are some women that are grateful for Stefan and grateful for what he's done, and then there are others that feel like it is the white version of Ruthless. If you don't know about Ruthless, it is a drama series from Tyler Perry where it's about a black sex cult. Okay? All right, so listen. Shay Vital, our bodies are celebrated in a way a lot of others do not understand. Audrey Laskin, Stefan is Pearadise, that's why we all have it. And the women that were frequently there were a part of the inner circle, right? And Heather Edmonds was there from 2020 to 2022, and she was the Chris Jenner group. So the ladies have to take on responsibility. So they cook, they clean, they order groceries, they fold boxes and label boxes, and they had a herd mentality, right? And Stefan would put these women on camera. So basically, there was no privacy in the house, right? And there's this called content houses. You may remember Jake Paul and Team 10, that they lived in a content house, and this is where content creators will all live together and create content. And hopefully by the associations and the consistency of posting, that a rising tide will lift all boats, right? So basically, the Pearadise house is a content house, right? And from sun up to sundown, he is posting the ladies. And people question, why Stefan was doing this, right? And it was described as an alt. And Stefan, says it's the Pearadise effect, and he sits down. A producer asks him, "Are you an alt leader?" And he says, "No, I couldn't be an alt leader if I tried to." Sorry. And manipulating people is not his thing. And he is just a normal guy. He likes them tall and big, 6 feet, 500 pounds. And he believes that it's completely normal and acceptable to have an attraction to plus size women. And it is. It absolutely is. Swim Thick is happening right now in Las Vegas. The 11th, the 12th, and the 13th. Kimora Owens was down there. I hate that shit because she should be Kimora Owens Lee or Kimora Lee or Miss Lee Finance, but that's neither here nor there. So then he brings up, two songs. I like Big Butts, I Cannot Lie, and the other one, I can't sing the song, but I'm going to pull up the clip. Okay, so give me a moment. One moment, y'all. Here we go.
Here from Germany because he loved plus size women. He's sexually attracted to plus size women.
I like them round. I like them chunky.
For a
Just two more times, y'all. Just two more times.
home built by Stefan Wilhelmy, a man who immigrated here from Germany because he loved plus size women. He's sexually attracted to plus size women.
I like them round. I like them chunky.
One more time, y'all.
Wilhelmy, a man who immigrated here from Germany because he loved plus size women. He's sexually attracted to plus size women.
I like them round. I like them chunky.
So, yes, that is him. Okay. All right. Moving on. So, now that you know who Stefan Wilhelmy is, let's continue on. So, after that, the ladies have a swimsuit check. And, this definitely gave me alt vibes because in a alt, there is a uniform you wear every day. Now, for those of you going to say, well, Brian, we all went to elementary school. We had to wear a uniform. That was different. Okay? The teachers taught the subjects. Okay? We did what we needed to do. We learned. We played on the playground. This, that, and the third. And then we went home. That is different than an alt. With school, you can wear a green or a yellow or a blue or whatever polo and khakis. That was my uniform, right? But now with schools, they are more flexible. And hey, if somebody wants to wear a little pony outfit, go ahead. If somebody wants to wear, a Cars outfit, go ahead. It's not so tight in terms of what they wear, right? But that definitely gave me like, wait a minute, why are you doing a swimsuit check on these women? And so Pearadise is all about acceptance and love. And so Stephen Wilhelmy has 6 bedrooms. And if you want to go to Pearadise, you have to send him a DM and tell him about yourself. And it's now open invite. And Pearadise is the only place you can wear a swimsuit and not be judged. And with the privacy, you can be you. But once again, he posts these women pretty much from sun up to sundown. And he's been compared to Hugh Hefner of BBW Women. Now, if you don't know who Hugh Hefner is, if you don't know oh my God. If you don't know who Hugh Hefner is, there we go. That's what I was trying to say. He was the man over the Playboy Mansion. Right? Kendra, Holly Madison, many more women. Okay. All right. And then there was the Playboy Bunny Club. And of course, there was a weekly TV show. I think Ella Reese performed there as well. So Stefan Wilhelmy was born in Berlin. His mom was a home ec teacher. And he had an attraction to plus size women all the way back in the day. And he got judged when he brought one home. Now, the interesting thing is there was a thing back in the medieval times called a wench girl. And wench girls served beer. And they were very busty. Okay? So I'm surprised that in Germany, Stefan's mom and dad judged his plus size, choice, right? So in 2004, he came to the United States and he only had 2 suitcases. And he's in his office, and he has like a chip, right? Just pretend that this is a chip. So this chip, this piece of technology, made the top of convertibles go up and down, and he sold that technology. So I'm like, okay, So Stefan, has got some brain cells in there to form a brain, and so he had the house to himself, right? And so in 2020, when COVID was happening, he posted a TikTok of like, "Hey, if you this, that, and the third, come out here to my house." And he started getting 1K followers, then 10K followers, and he has no financial interest whatsoever. He just wants to make plus size women happy. Emily Kessick said that was the most plus size friendly house that she's ever seen, and that the chairs can hold, a good amount of pounds, and that there were ramps into the pool, and the beds were extra sturdy, right? And he talks about the Pearadise living room and the kitchen, and that everybody loves to cook, and there are people who live there at the house, and there are people who come to visit, and there are people that come for a couple of days to a whole week, and locals come by. So there was this woman named Ivy, and she lived locally, and she was there in the year 2021. And when Ivy first saw it, she said, "Damn, that looks like fun." And the community was magical. And they liked her for who she was and saw her for who she was and the totality of who she was, not what she looked like, right? So Stefan was really interested, and Ivy was eating up the attention. And she wants to feel loved. She wants to feel desired. And that usually does not happen for a plus-size girl. And I remember one of my exes said, "I had to look for your social media to see if you were about it." And I was like, "Really?" But there are some men that are on the down low. They'll go in, you know what I mean? They'll go in on their, okay, there we go. They'll go in and DM somebody, but they won't show them out in public, like at all. So there is that. And I don't think that's cool, right? And I learned I learned a very valuable lesson from that. My last ex, she wanted me to post her to Facebook. I didn't want to do it because I felt like if we are good here, then why does the world need to know? We need to be loving each other here in our real life. But for her, it felt like I was ashamed of her, and that was not the case, right? So social media is very tricky. It's very tricky. It is very, very, very tricky, right? Because I believe the more you allow the world in, the less room you have to figure things out. That's just me. My parents, they don't really use social media. My dad, he uses social media like Facebook to keep in touch with, friends and family. But my mom has no social media. They've been married for over like 20 years. So I thought that would work, but we're in 2026. So Dr. Chris comes in and says, you may feel like this is your only chance. If you don't believe in better, you're going to go for less. And so there is a scale, right? And no one is afraid of the scale. Really, bro, I'm live right now. You know what? I'm so sorry, y'all. Just give me one moment. I am so sorry, y'all. Give me one moment. I'm like, good damn. I am just I'm trying to do my life right now, and you are wanting to just. Okay. I am so sorry, y'all. Sincerely. Just. Are you? This is not about you. I don't care that you clap. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna let him say what's on his mind about this damn scale. I am so sorry, y'all. Just please forgive me. I am so sorry. Just go ahead, man.
Cheapers, creepers. This scale only goes up to 300 pounds. Discrimination. This oak's not even big enough for 1 foot. This rusty, busty, dusty, musty. Cheapers, creepers. This scale only goes up to 300 pounds. Discrimination. This oak's not even big enough for 1 foot. This rusty, busty, dusty, musty, cheapers, creepers. This scale only goes up to 300 pounds. Discrimination. This oak's not even big enough for 1 foot. This rusty, busty, dusty, musty.
I think we get it. Okay, the scale is discrimination. Okay, I think we get it. Okay. So with that being said, right, there is this scale, and no one's afraid to be on the scale, allegedly. Heather got asked to be on the scale, and she said what Stefan felt comfortable versus her ex of 5 years, right? And so, 700 pounds was the number of pounds, and if you gain 5 pounds, it was joy from Stefan. It seemed innocent, but it was totally not. And I think it was Ivy, if I'm not mistaken, that was visibly uncomfortable about the camera being in front of the women's faces. Now, there is something that we're about to talk about, so it's very triggering. So if you got body dysmorphia issues, body image issues, what have you, I totally understand if you need to just mute me so you can do what you need to do. But this is about educating, okay? This is about educating. So let me type in. So this here. I think that this is very important for you guys to be able to see this, because this was talked about, but I need a visual example so you guys can totally understand it. Now, feedies and feeders, right? You're probably wondering, what is that, right? So a feedie, they enjoy eating, right? So, ASMR, all that type of stuff, this, that, and the third. That's what they do. So they just eat to eat, right? And feeders are the ones who provide feedies with food. So feeders get sexually off of feeding women and seeing how big they can get. But if you're not careful, it can kill you, right? So that's how thin she is there. As you can see right there, that's how thin she is right there. Now, if we continue on, so you see how she's getting bigger. Plus, okay, so we got it. So I think you guys get the picture here. Okay. So that's what a feeder is and a feedie is. Okay. So just wanted to showcase that to you. I always shout out to Gwen Nevis for that great visual example. And like I said, I am reviewing this not just because I am an ally of the community, not just because it's my preference, but because we have always been about making sure that we cover anything and everything that could potentially impact the culture, for the culture, of the culture, by the culture. That's all we do around here. Um, and we're still just getting started here, right? This is just episode 1. I'm gonna try to do episode 2 tomorrow, and then if I can, I'll try to do episode 3 on Sunday. But if not, I'll do it Monday, right? So this just came out on the 10th of June, so literally 11th, 10th, so 2 days ago this came out. So yes. So after that, there is the hardtack grill. Now, for those of you who don't know, the hardtack grill, it is basically one of the most disgusting, asinine, obscene places that you will ever see. That they have like food, they cook the food in the grease. So when the burger is, dripping that grease, they redo it with the grease, redo it. And there are people who have had heart attacks. Right now, the hardtack grill just recently closed now because of the price hikes of Las Vegas, right? And so they actually went to the hardtack grill, right? And each one of the ladies got on a scale. Now, if you were over 350 pounds, you got food for free, right? And they run a cowbell. My God. I put in my notes, it looked like it was an auction. You know how cows have that tag? It's like, this cow is 300 pounds here, is of good stock. I gotta tell you, I fed it correctly. If anybody wants to buy, we'll start off the price at $300. It felt like that. It felt like that. Okay. And then they talk about feederism content. So all the ladies, they go onto this scale that's outside the restaurant, and it comes out to 2,642 pounds. 2,642 pounds. 2,642 pounds rather. And the looks from the observers just watching, they're like, what is this, right? And I feel for the ladies, right? No woman should ever be felt like cattle, or chum, or just a outlet for sex, right? Or for just an outlet of anything, right? As you guys know, the GLP-1 craze has been going on for a while now. I'll start off with old Zipic, and then GLP-1 just took over. And it is quite sad that we live in a society that we say we want progress, but yet we attack it when somebody's trying to get there. It is the saddest thing about our country. And so, Dr. Chris talks about feederism, the arousal of watching others consume food, or the body changes, right? As you guys saw in that visual example. Ivy is saying that he eases you into his fetish, which Stephen is. And then there's a website called Feeble, right? So let me show y'all that. Now, this is a real website, okay? I'm going to show you this now. This is just to educate you. They actually showed this in the show. So this is Feeble, right here, as you can see. Feeble is a social network and community for feeders, feedies, fat admirers, BBW, and BHM. I think that's Big Hefty Men, I believe. We're a quirky bunch of men and women who love words like curvy, thick, plump bellied, chubby, fat, obese, supersized, and so much more. So as you can see, 104,308 members and growing, 4,953 online. So this is the site right here, right? And I remember something that Sydney said. Hey, Justine Bell, good to see you, my friend. I remember something that Sydney said to Monique of, I just want you around a little bit longer. And I will say this to any BBW curvaceous woman, thick woman out there, that you are working out for yourself so you can be healthier and be around, but you still want to have your curves. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. The only thing I would say is make sure that you are not changing for society's rules, because society doesn't follow their own rules. No how, right? And like I said, it was weird because I saw that poster for Big Girls One, and I just didn't know what it was, but I kept seeing it in my Instagram feed. And so when I finally, saw that ABC News, video from Nightline, I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, we got to talk about this. So, welcome in, everybody. Glad to have you here. You saw the thumbnail talking about Big Girls Wanted, Escaping Paradise. It is a 3-part series on Investigation Discovery. It's streaming now on HBO Max and, Discovery Plus as well. So, like I said, Feedy is that website, and Feedy is that website, and then you have feeders and feedies. Ivy is not into that. She doesn't like eating around people. And Steven sees plus size women as sexual objects. And, Steven says there are some, health concerns, but voluntary, gaining of pounds, why not encourage that? And here's the thing, right? You need your body to be at a healthy weight, right? Because the more fat that's around your body, the less your body parts can breathe. If your body parts can't breathe, then you can't move. If you can't move, you can't live. This is very, very serious. So when I saw this series, I'm like, okay, we're going to cover it, but I'm not covering it as, like, oh my God, I love BBWs and stuff. I'm covering it as a media news story that has very serious elements of body dysmorphia, body image, body mindset, the community itself. And when I clicked on, and I'll show you right now, because I'm that transparent with y'all. I'll just show y'all this. Excuse me, sorry, y'all. As you can see, I'm seeing myself right now. Hey, Braylon! Wait for it. It should be coming up here just a minute. Wait a minute. Hang on. Wait a minute. Is it saying hey Braylon yet? Hang on. Hey Braylon! Wait a minute. Is it saying hey Braylon yet? Hang on. Hey Braylon! There it is. So, as you can see, we are seeing hey Braylon yet? Hey Braylon! There it is. So when I click Big Girls Wanted right here, when I click this hashtag right here, and I zoom out, come on now. As you can see, less than 100 videos and channels. And then right there, I am the first person to actually do the after show. Right now, we did the breakdown of Pearadise and who Stefan Willamy is in Pearadise in this live here, right? And so this is the first after show. So it looks like I may be the only one to actually review the series. So there is that. Let's continue on here. So the real Pearadise is when the live streams are off. So whenever they get into the hot tub, that's when the streams go off. So in the pool room, Emily Kosick, the photojournalist who's there to document all this, she, psychologically says, oh, well, everybody's taking off their clothes. I need to as well. And Kosick was the second oldest woman in the house. And Ivy and Emily says, if you have no experience or you're young, do not go. So then we see a woman named Savvy. Now, Savvy was in the ABC News, package that you saw and being interviewed on YouTube chain. She was 19 or 20. She joined the Pearadise community in 2021, and she flirted with Stefan. No one has ever said that she was attractive before. And Savvy did not want to set up any expectations. So April 8th, 2021, that's when she arrives. And, she's in the hot tub and she takes her swimsuit off, and Stefan is taking a picture, right? We're taking a picture. Then as Savvy's in the living room, on the couch, he grabs her butt. Savvy hopes it doesn't keep going. But then she's in her bedroom and he sits on the bed and he sits in the bed next to her, lifts up her shirt, and then grabs her stomach. And she has a nervous laugh, right? And she was uncomfortable with that. And, after Savvy said that she was uncomfortable, Savvy said that Stefan was kind of mad. And like Stefan didn't want her there. And Ivy said Stefan is a brilliant mind, but he's also a piece of shit. And Dr. Chris says that there are certain parts of the body that when you grab them, right, you can, it's shame with certain body parts, and there's a trauma response. And when you're there, you kind of have to let him grab you. And Ivy says, don't touch my belly. She is not playing about that, right? And Ivy said that the belly grab was like grabbing her boob. Now, if you know about boob grabbing, you know that it can be a very sensual experience. In New Orleans every year for Mardi Gras, led by Taru Layla, the Good Times Roll, baby, they throw beads. The more that your beads can jump, shake, and move, the more beads you get. 1 + 1 = 2, okay? So, Ivy says that there are 3 things that happen to plus-size women, courageous women, BBWs, right? They either are shamed, they are sexualized, or they will ignore you, right? So Ivy was 25 or 26, and Stefan was 43, 44, right? And there were women in the house saying that she should be worried because she is Steven's type, Stefan's type. And there was this energy of you can go home but not removing his hands from her body. And there was romantic and physical connections that Stefan was making inside the Pearadise house. Emily was the only one out of a relationship, right? And there was no sex required, but it was an unspoken rule. And so Dr. Chris talks about if everyone else is drinking the Kool-Aid, you're gonna feel that peer pressure. And basically what ended up happening, right, is that Ivy said this is like a harem where he can choose who he wants to, when he wants to, and how he wants to. And there's a woman named Pal, and Pal is stunning, right? Now, you remember I said there was a woman named Cass, right? Well, this is Cass's best friend, right? And Pal was at Pearadise from 2021 to 2022. And Pal said that Stefan was very entitled. And Pal was there at Pearadise during the year 2021. And Stefan will always talk about, sister-wife dynamic. And Cass was embracing it, but it wasn't the dynamic that she wanted. And it was a conditioning happening in that environment of right now I can't say no. And Savvy says that he had all the women wrapped around his little finger. And so after the trip, Savvy needed to decompress. And there was this content creator named Picky_Stardust who made a video on TikTok saying Pearadise is not safe. Kimmy gets interviewed and says, I have never hated anyone in life, but I cannot stomach this man. Kimmy had 30,000 followers when she was a content creator. And she felt that Stefan was getting hated on because he was supporting plus size women. So she joined the Discord. But the thing that switched up for her was he was asking for plus size women to come to his house. Then there were BBW women coming into her comment section telling her that they were feeling validated. And so Savvy was, touched without consent. Savvy saw the video, right? And Savvy's best friend said you should contact her, which then led to a communication between Savvy and Kimmy. That is her name, her government name. And when Kimmy put out her video, Emily Kasich, the photo journalist, was in the office watching it with Cass and Heather, and the ladies were like, "Oh my God, this can ruin you!" Da da da. And there was a darkness over the house, and the energy within the house shifted, and basically became a witch hunt to try to shut Kimmy down. And Steven despised what Kimmy said, and then there were different comments and videos coming up at the end of it. And Phoebe, or Feeble, the website that you guys saw, could not be reached for comment. And if you or someone you know is going through a rough time, you can go to wbd.com/where-to-turn. And that is the end of part 1 of Big Girls Wanted Escaping Pearadise, season 1, episode 1. I really felt beyond just floored with what I heard. Now listen, I love me some plus size women. Okay, I'm gonna have me a plus size wifey. All right. Now we don't know if it's gonna be Kimora Simmons. I was about to say Kimora Simmons, Kimora Lee Simmons, but I meant Kimora Owens. Nzinga Amani has a man, so it can't be her no more. We used to say Nzinga Amani Lee all the time, but it can't be her. We don't know if it's gonna be Tay today. We don't know who it's going to be. We know it's going to be somebody. We don't even know it's going to be Precious Lee. We both got the same last name. In the same token, right, that I like what I like, I recognize that there is more to their humanity, right? For a lot of plus-size women, they have felt excluded for a long time. Most plus-size girls, they are into anime. They are into video gaming. They are and there's a spectrum of plus size women. There are some plus size women that do, weightlifting. There's some plus size women that hike, right? There's a group of plus size women that they go to Disney parks, and that's all they do. They do that once a month. There are plus size women that, for example, Latoya from Hard Hustle Houston, which there's a lot going on with that show right now. I've seen the thumbnails. I haven't been able to get to it as of yet, but I will just catch up because it seems like there's a lot of tea going on with that show. But Latoya, she is a events planner, so she's a plus size woman. Ro is a club owner. She's a plus size woman as well. Chloe is an event planner, so she's a plus size woman as well. So plus size women are not just known for their curves; they're known for this too. But I think because of the society we live in, because before they weren't elevated, it was, if it wasn't skinny, it wasn't right. I mean, Monique made a whole career of making fun of skinny women. She did. Okay. And so here we are, right? And this movement with the GLP-1 drug, it has pissed me off to no end. Of course, they're not going to, the GLP-1 people are not really going to stop this because it's making them money. But also, too, I feel like this GLP-1 drug was created for people who has tried everything. But also, too, as you guys don't know, GLP-1 has made your hair fall out, right? We talked about that here on Brainless Versatile Live, right? So now there's a whole new demand for hair products and a new demand for clothing, and it's making me wonder, like, why reduce yourself just to be seen more? That makes no sense to me. So that's my thoughts on the first episode. I hope I covered everything. I hope I was respectful. I hope I was honorable. I hope I was decent and in order of that. I'm going to play my anthem real quick, and then we'll be back right after this. I just need a moment because that was quite a lot for me. So yeah, we'll take just a little bit of a break, and we'll be back right after this. Everybody, roll it.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold. echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear. The pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Braylon Lee got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and two things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Braylon Lee's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced and more. This show, this brand and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved as a creator of power, to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be, Braylon Lee, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth, we're free, trust and believe. It's entertainment, news done away with. Braylon Lee, spotlight sharp like a diamond shine. We see the stars, but the stories align. Deep in the soul where the heartbeats find. The pulse of the people redefining time. And just a pro tip, people have to earn the right to hear your story, but in addition to the people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of it. Just because we are not seen by everybody doesn't mean we are not been seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
I think that's my favorite line in that anthem. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes somebody to be an artist. Welcome back into Brandy's Virtual Tour Live. We are live on tour. Talking about Big Girls 1 escaping Pearadise Season 1, Episode 1. Like I said, Part 2 will be tomorrow night. So, like I said, I usually watch the episode on the day of the review so that way I can have a fresh mind for the fresh notes that I'm taking. So I'll be able to give you the freshest commentary that I can. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with being a ally, but it's another thing when, you know, you feel like because all these women are around you that it's just Cold Stone Creamery. No, you don't just get to eat chocolate, vanilla, and birthday cake ice cream anytime you want to. No, even when you marry, okay, unless y'all got that rule where if I'm asleep in the middle of the night and I want to eat, I can eat, and she can do you vice versa. Unless it's consensual, you can't do that. Still got to get consent, even though y'all married. And that should be respected, right? So I think that's what it is, of the fact that, bruh, just like you guys see how this looks from the outside looking at it, right? So, but anyway, let me turn on my camera now because we've done the whole show for over an hour. Yes, we have. So like I said, that is part 1. We're going to chill out here for just a little bit. And, yeah, I'm going to come back tonight at 8:30. I'm going to talk about the Carmelo Anthony situation. And I found some new videos, y'all, that I think it has emphasized my points with what I have to say about myself. So yeah. So yes, indeed. So yeah, hey, one person, welcome in. Glad to have you here. We are just chillaxing here. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't think I've ever felt that dejected after watching something like that. Mm, my Lord. I just hope that, with this series, we are able to find a way to be able to understand that we can love on community and we can also respect community as well, right? So it's definitely something um, to this paradise thing. Um, you definitely feel the energy of it. Um, and like I said, there's been no lawsuit or anything like that. Um, as of right now, well, there is a lawsuit actually. Um, they're going through litigation and everything else right now, but it will be up to the courts to see if Paradise should be shut down or not, or maybe Stefan leaves, and then there's an actual crew that is the main CEO, and then there's a social media manager, and this, that, and third. If they really want to make this an actual community that is safe and protected and cared for, which I do believe a community like Paradise should exist, but not in this state with Stephen. Right? That's just my opinion from the first episode. Like I said, part 2 will be tomorrow night at I believe I'm gonna do it again at 6 o'clock. Because I want to enjoy my Saturday, obviously, but still, so we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. So, but yes, indeed. Hey, two people, welcome in. Glad to have you here. We are just chillaxing. Like I said, just got done talking about Big Girls Wanted Escaping Paradise, season 1, episode 1 after show. We are live on tour. And by the way, shout out to all the people at Swim Thick right now. Swim Thick is going down right now in Las Vegas, the same city where Paradise resides. So there is that tie there. So hopefully all is well with all of them. And I hope that I'm able to go out to a Swim Thick one of these days. It seems like a very, very, very good time. So yes, indeed. So. So yes, indeed. So yeah, we are just chillaxing and making it do what it do. But yeah, we are just chillaxing, y'all. So yeah, we are just chillaxing. If there's any questions you guys have about the first episode for me, just let me know. I will answer it. Um, I will answer it to the best of my ability. So please let me know. Hey, 2 people, welcome in. Hey, 3 people, welcome in. Glad to have you here. We're talking about Big Girls Wanted escaping Paradise. If you guys got any questions about the first episode, please let me know. I will answer them to the best of my ability. You know what? Let's do one commercial break, and then we'll be back to wrap things up. I know I said we'll leave at 1:10, but at least one commercial break, and then we'll be back right after this. Everybody, we're live on tour. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll be back right after this, and roll it.
Beyond this gate, find gardens green and epic worlds to fill your dreams.
There's really no secret about our approach. We keep moving forward.
With the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
In Disney's 102-year history, There have been many defining moments and countless achievements. Today, we celebrate another thrilling moment, the creation of a spectacular new Disney theme park resort coming to Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi is a place where heritage meets innovation, a place where we preserve our past while designing the future.
Bringing a Disney theme park resort to Yas Island, Abu Dhabi, marks a historic milestone in our journey as a global family destination.
The 7th Disney theme park resort destination represents a new frontier in theme park ambitions. Our resort in Abu Dhabi will be the most advanced and interactive destination in our entire portfolio. The location of our park is incredibly unique. It's anchored by a beautiful waterfront, which will allow us to tell our stories in completely new ways. Ultimately, this project will be a celebration of what's possible when creativity and progress come together.
What we are creating with Disney in Abu Dhabi is a whole new world of imagination, an experience that will inspire generations across the region and the world.
This collaboration represents a powerful fusion of Disney's unmatched legacy in storytelling and Mirar's commitment to bringing world-class entertainment to our guests.
Abu Dhabi's vision for the future is to create a legacy for generations to come.
Disneyland Abu Dhabi will be authentically Disney and distinctly Emirati. An oasis of extraordinary Disney entertainment at this crossroads of the world. It will bring to life our timeless characters and stories in many new ways, becoming a source of joy and inspiration for the people of this vast region to enjoy for generations to come.
There's really no secret about our approach. We keep moving forward.
I got a question for you. What does this city know about luxury? Huh? What does a town that's been to hell and back know about the finer things in life? Well, I'll tell you. More than most. You see, it's the hottest fires that make the hardest steel. Add hard work and conviction, and the know-how that runs generations deep in every last one of us. That's who we are. That's our story. Now, it's probably not the one you've been reading in papers. The one being written by folks who've never even been here and don't know what we're capable of. Because when it comes to luxury, it's as much about where it's from as who it's for. Now, we're from America, but this isn't New York City, or the Windy City, or Sin City, and we're certainly no one's Emerald City.
This is the Motor City, and this is what we do.
Caesar. Just look at him. Politician. General. Author. Ruler. Man. He's not only stared into the belly of the beast, he's had it for dinner. Here he's free to relax, or party, or relax, or party, or relax, and party. His is a world of opulence, excess, and the occasional impulse buy. Not one to rest on his laurels, he's famous for ushering in a new age of entertainment. So, for anyone seeking a place where the sun never sets on a good time, all this awaits.
I am Caesar, and I approve this palace.
I'm loving it. McDonald's. I'm loving it. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
I'm loving y'all right back. So much I had to tell you thrice. Welcome back into Brayley's virtual tour live. Glad to have all you here. That is it for me with part 1. We will be reviewing part 2 tomorrow night, and then part 3 will either be on Sunday or it will be on Monday to wrap things up. So it's only 3 parts. So if you missed, episode 1, go watch it and then come back and watch this one. Like I said, I really hope that I did a good job. I did try to, I know it was kind of last minute, because, I'm doing the show, now, but I did put out a call on my Instagram story if there was any plus size BBW woman that wanted to come on, with me to speak on this, because I do believe that it doesn't make any sense for me to talk about something of this importance, and it's just my perspective. You know what I mean? So just keeping it above. So yes. So yep, let's get to the daily motivator, and then y'all, I have found so many things that and like I said, we are going to talk about the Carmelo Anthony situation. I know that there were a lot of people who covered that trial, and I have my take on it, and we're going to talk about that take here. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's going to be a conversation. So just know, just to be honest, real, and open conversation. You know what I mean? So we're going to talk about it. So yes, indeed. So yeah, we're going to talk about, like I said, I know everybody is very divided over it, but from what I have seen, it's clear cut of what has happened, right? So, so yeah, so we're going to talk. We're definitely going to talk. So, all right, y'all, let's get to it. And the daily motivator here. All right, let's get to it. The daily motivator here. The secret of happiness is not in doing what one likes, but in what liking one does. James N. Barry. Very well said. It's time for the daily motivator for Friday, June 12th, 2026. Most effective way. Take an interest in the wider world. Learn from what goes on there. Find inspiration in it. At the same time, be realistic about the limits of your ability to influence it. Your most meaningful positive impacts are likely to be upon situations close at hand before setting off to save the faraway corners of the world. Work to benefit of what's in your vicinity. Advocating for big issues can make you feel important, yet what matters even more is actually being an important positive presence. Almost always that's a matter of helping with people and circumstances nearby rather than striving to be trendy in what you care about. Seek to be a beneficial influence on the lives of those around you. Those distant abstract issues may be very real and pressing. Okay. May be very real pressing, yet you're not well positioned to address them. Instead of becoming mirrored in frustration because of that, get yourself involved in what matters, where you're able to offer your best. There's always much you can do right where you are with what you have, with what you know. Make it your business to make a difference in the most effective way you can. Ralph Morrison. You know, with this conversation that we're having now and the Carmelo Anthony conversation that's going to be coming up in about an hour and some change, what I've come to realize is one voice cannot change the world, right? In totality, it takes many people to bring the world together. And the day you realize that is the day that you really can make an effective change, right? And so the first thing that I will say to you all is recognize that rather than striving to be trending what you care about, seek to be a beneficial influence on the lives of those around you. What do I always say, right? At the beginning, middle, end of the day, just because we're not being seen by everybody doesn't mean we're not being seen. And I truly believe that. Sometimes we get so caught up and we want to be seen by everybody, here, there, everywhere. But recognizing that sometimes if we're seen by the wrong people, they can have access to us and destroy what we're trying to create, right? So just recognize that. The second thing I would say to you all is this. There's always much you can do right where you are with what you have, with what you know. The best thing you can do to change the world is to be an informed person. Now, being informed does not mean you're going to have all the answers, but making sure that you're responsible with what you're saying. I mean, we see that with Malago Graham, Natasha K, and AL, and men who move like AL, right? So we see the consequences of what happens when you don't care about what you say, right? So, and finally, the third thing, before setting off to save the far away corners of the world, work to benefit of what's in your vicinity. Just because you don't have the resources to give to something doesn't mean that what you have does not matter. the word of mouth is still the most powerful tool in all of media. Don't you let anybody tell you anything different. This platform right here has grown and is growing more and more every day because of hard work, discipline, and integrity. You can try the fast track, but with that fast track, you better have your bearings together in order to control the vehicle to get to where you want to be. Amen. Amen. With that being said, it's time for this outro on YouTube. Know what you're doing, do what you know. Never say you want more special because you are always one of us. And trust you may not be where you want to be, but by the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Watch one thing, call yourself as nothing. Be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me. And hopefully, by spending time together, we're great together. And I always remember we're doing radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or just recognizing that, hey, at the beginning, middle, end of the day, all we can do is give the best we have and recognize that even though it's where it is now, does not mean, right, we can't be better. Make sure the replay is not just for if you watch it, not just for you listen to it, but if you want to experience it again. I love you. I value you. I appreciate y'all. Always remember, see what you got to give. See what you got to give. See what you got to give. Wherever obstacles will come, where success you have achieved on this particular day, I'm extremely proud of you. But no one else is proud of you. Be proud of your damn self, y'all. And finally, man, recognize in all your ways, gain understanding. Gain understanding. Gain understanding, right? The best thing we can do in terms of gaining understanding is giving each other the space to be able to learn. Let's give each other the space to be able to learn. Let's give each other the space to be able to learn, right? So, all right, y'all. I will see y'all here in just a little bit at 8:30 p.m. for the Carmelo Anthony conversation. It will be a heavy conversation, but it's a necessary conversation. One love, much love, all love. I feel the love and send it right back to you. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Peace.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, You rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Are video games getting too expensive? This episode, we want to find some common ground because the CEOs want to raise the price even more.
Not with these broken-ass games.
$5 million. That's how much San Andreas costs to make. Is it their fault for selling or our fault for buying?
Corporations claim all this stuff. Devs say otherwise.
Sports gamers, cozy gamers, whatever you call the people who play Power Wash Simulator.
I think it stings a little bit more because I'm spending my actual money and my mom is not. Imagine they get rid of all movie theaters and then charge you the same price to watch the same movie at home.
That's like every streaming service. It doesn't have to be the longest of games, but am I having fun with it? This is Lex. I'm Ronell. Let's get right into it.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort. Prepare for a journey.
Good evening.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
I've been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content.
Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying